my camera, my webcam. Herling, welcome to our class about the passive voice with the simple past. Okay, and first, Erling, I would like to share with you a video about about the the passive voice. No,
Okay.
so I'm gonna okay. I'm going to share this video first, so you see what about is passive voice. Okay.
Passive voice.
Okay. Are you watching the video? No.
Yes, teacher. Um, teacher, but I can hear anything, teacher.
You can hear.
No,
Well, I'm gonna send you.
the link.
Well, I'm gonna send you the link by Sky. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
By Sky. Yes. Go ahead. Okay. Here's the link.
Yeah, lo tengo. Teacher,
Yes.
can you give me 5 minutes while I see the video?
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. We can.
Teacher,
Sí,
¿tengo que ver todo el video? Pues,
bueno, no sé. Yo de todas maneras lo voy a reproducir por acá.
ajá.
De todas maneras, leyendo lo que va a haber ahí, me parece
Ujú.
que con eso es suficiente,
¿Cierto?
¿no?
Ujú.
Sí, yo creo que sí. A ver, voy a reproducirlo acá. Eh, Déjame ver un momento. Well, eh,
No, es una clase.
Ah, ya. Como radio sea un desarrollo. Pero no. Salud, ¿por dónde se saluda? Cierra esto. Ya, sí. Wait.
Que no le puedo ayudar. Pero es que no tengo ninguna otra, entonces, ¿qué hago? Es que en ninguna parte me puedo meter, todas están completas, entonces, ¿qué hago?
Hay que contactar a la profesora Liliana. Maestro, no hay ningún espacio.
No hay ningún espacio, todos tienen 6.
Hola.
Busquemos a esa profesora antes de que tú te entres ahí. ¿Por qué no me volvió a salir? Tú ya la habías contactado a ella, ¿no? A
No te
Liliana.
metas por ahí.
Ya, la gente hace esas cosas para dejar la evidencia. Y también quiero dejar la evidencia el informe con ella, de lo que se dijo, de lo que se acordó. Ya tú sabes. Sí. Sí. Sí.
Y no hay como chatear.
Teacher.
Ponle hello and Christian.
Claro.
Teacher, are you there?
Hello and Christian.
Yes, Erling. No, because a thunder. Yes, I'm here. I'm here. Okay.
Ay, qué amor, si son intermedio.
Well, let's take a moment to make an introduction to our friend, our inmate, Christian. Christian, are you there?
Yes.
Hi, Christian.
Okay. Yes, hello. Yes, I'm
Yes, well, Christian, welcome to our class. Today, you are with me, the teacher Ernesto, and with our inmate Early, Mr. Early, is here too at the class, taking part of this class. Well, Christian, I was sharing the screen with a video about the passive voice. You know, I'm going to give you the, well, you're not you're not losing or anything. So I'm going to continue with the video. Okay.
okay, perfect. But I apologize because all this time
Yes.
we have many problems because
Yeah.
I am new in here in Aruba. I moved to here with my family, but I'm not to understand that the form of to to take the class or to the all these things are new for me because I have 1 year that I'm not in the university.
Okay. Okay, Chris.
I apologize because I don't know what about the methodology, but in this moment I have a little bit of time for start to learn and to start to this with this class.
Okay, Christian. Well, Christian, I hope that you catch up with us. For example, our email Erling um, has been here with a class, but I think is his uh, third class here with us, and no, the classes are not so difficult. No, no, you only that you have is to focus on this topic. I know. I guess that you already know about the passive voice, simple past, and present tense.
Okay,
I know
agree.
that you have a previous knowledge because I see that you express yourself according to the situation. Okay, you have a good communication. You have a good handle the language. And so I'm going to start with a video.
Okay.
Please first see the video, and we're going to discuss after this video.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Si yo, yo le como ahora ya con eso, yo mandé todo lo que pude, puedo parar de no, para que uno supiera, que uno supiera
Teacher.
Llorando, toda aquella cuestión. Todas esas que no haya hecho con él. Y él no lo veía por demás. Y hasta en las reuniones había que pararle a eso.
Well, Christian and Hurley, are you there?
Yes, teacher, I'm here.
Okay, this is an exercise you could do in an oral way. For example, rewrite the following. Well, we are going to reread or well rewrite the following active sentence as a passive sentence. Samantha broke your iPad. Bridget drank all the coffee. The wildfire burned down 20 houses. The president promised a tax break. They hold a festival on July 1st. No?
Teacher,
Yes?
can you explain me when is the passive voice, teacher? I don't understand.
For example, in this case, Samantha broke your iPad, no? Your iPad was broken by Samantha.
Uh-huh.
Do you understand? All that you have to learn in the passive voice with a simple past tense, the verbs in a past participle form, you know, because you have to use those verbs on the class, you know. Well, in this case, Samantha broke your iPad, and your iPad was broken by Samantha. Okay. Christian, what do you think about it?
In this moment, I'm write the correct sentences. Then I
Changing to the passive voice or what?
passive voice change.
Okay, changing to
I'm
the
changing
okay, okay.
sentence, and then I read for you.
Yes, yes. Okay, thank you, Christian. Mm,
No.
okay. Well, this is an easy exercise. It doesn't take too much. Did you get it? The exercise early,
Oh,
more or less, or what?
no, o sea, no entendí la parte de la voz pasiva.
Okay. Well, the passive voice. I'm going to explain. For example, these sentences are written in an active way. No? Samantha broke your iPad. Okay. All that you have to do is to change the subject by the object. Okay. For example, Samantha rompió tu iPad fue roto por Samantha. ¿Ya?
Your iPad was broken by Samantha.
Was broken by Samantha. That's right. That's
Ah,
right. Yes, yes.
The second one is the coffee
Yes.
was drunk by Reggie.
Okay. The coffee
Was drunk by Reggie.
was drunk by Rich. Okay, that's right. Okay, okay. And the third one,
the fire burned down 20 houses.
third one.
20 houses was burned by the wildfire. Yes, teacher?
Okay. And the third one,
The
20
wildfire,
houses. 20 houses.
20 houses was burned by the wildfire.
Well, but you have to take a look with the detail. We're talking about more than one houses, you know,
Uh-huh.
and you have to use where in that case.
Where?
Where? Um, I'm going to write here where, where, because we're talking of more than one particle. Okay,
Okay. So one is was.
one is
Yes.
was.
Yeah.
You have to always you have to take a look at the number that's in the plural or single, you know, in the sentence. And once you have to identify the if it's plural or if it's single, you can add where or was. Okay. For example, the fourth one, the president promised a tax break.
The tax break was promised by the president.
Okay, a tax break was promised by the president. Okay, that's okay. And the last one sentence, or the last sentence.
On July 1st,
Yes.
Teacher.
Yes. Merlin.
It's okay. That sentence.
Huh?
I write it.
Okay. Finish to write. They hold the festival on July 1st. This is some difficult.
on July 1st,
Yes.
festival was held by the
Was
Christian.
yes, on July 1st,
on July the festival was held by
was held on July 1st.
The festival.
Oh, no, on July 1st.
on July 1st.
Because, yes, the festival was held
Yes.
on July 1st. But I don't know, held. I have some doubt with the word hold, you know, because hold in this case is celebrar. And I don't know about the past participle from, by now I don't remember, was held.
But in the dictionary is held.
Held, okay, the past participle form from that
Yes.
verb, okay, was hold.
The verb
Yes.
is hold and the past is held and held past participle.
Okay, was held then.
Was held.
Okay, that's right. And congratulations, guys. Yes?
Teacher, can you write the sentence, please? I want to understand it.
Okay.
They They
Entonces, no el neoliberalismo, porque ya tú sabes que esto es una etapa, no dio resultado y ahora está
was, they was, no, excuse me, Christian, I think they were held, no? They were held the festival. They were held the festival. No, the festival was, no. Okay, the festival or the July 1st festival, the July 1st festival, July 1st festival was held by them. Okay? By them. Festival. The July 1st festival was held by them. This is a correct way. Christian, what do you think? The July 1st festival was held by them. And
Okay.
what do you think?
Okay,
Yes.
I think that is right.
Okay. No, this is a some
Teacher.
difficult question. A little difficult. Yes.
Teacher.
Herli?
I think
Yeah.
the sentence of Christian is, o sea, me gusta más la de Christian.
Christian, could you please write your sentence? Maybe
You must
sometimes.
The sentences, I think that both is correct sentences because
No, but sometimes you can write the sentence in two correct way. In this case, I think, but
because
could you please write the sentence on the chat box? The chat box. Write your sentence.
Because the day maybe can put in the first part of the sentences or in the final because it's that day. I don't know because both is for me both
No,
is
but
correct.
okay. No, I'm asking you to write the sentences the way you wrote. You just wrote the way you just pronounce or the way you just say at the beginning of the sentence. At the beginning where when we were analyzing the last sentence.
Okay.
We're here. Ya entendí, profe.
No, because a sentence could be written in a two ways, in a two correct ways, you know, because this sentence, I think that, for example, they hold a festival on July 1st. The July 1st festival was held by them, and you can say they. I think. Yes, well, I'm gonna. Well, this is well, let's see the solution here at the. Okay. Your iPad was broken and all the coffee was drunk. 20 houses were down. Okay. A tax break was promised. The festival was held on July 1st. It was the way that you have uh, it was a way that you have, Christian, the way that you gave a solution, no? They hold the festival on July 1st, and
Teacher,
but yes,
mm,
see
mm,
the solution to this exercise. Okay, the festival was held on July 1st, and that's the way Christian wrote this that way, no? Christian.
Yes.
Okay,
Festival was
you
held
were
like
right. Okay.
on July 1st. The festival was held
Was held, yes. Well,
by them.
the festival were held by them on July 1st, right?
I think
Festival,
that's where
yes,
by the people, but it's one festival. Christian, you are right.
yeah, one festival, yes. I
Yeah.
wrote um, July Fest was held by them. Yes, it was held. Okay. 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 Well, let's skip to another video about in order to keep okay a detailed explanation, but I think well, let's see this video. Let's watch this video. Okay. 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 It is recorded by. Recorded. Recorded. Yes. It was. Will record with a video will be recorded will be recorded recorded by Patrick.
Yeah.
Billie Jean. Scene. Scenes. Billie Jean.
No. Tiene que haber, imagino que sí.
His song. His song. Michael Jackson. They are painting the house. Are painting the house. Progression. The house. The house is painted. It's being painted. 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 By them. No. By them. Them. My mother has prepared the dinner, the supper. My mother has prepared the supper. Supper. The dinner has been prepared. I am. It's R was where. Prepare. Prepare by my. My wallet was stolen. My wallet was stolen. Was stolen. 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 I was told. Was told. Told. We still hold. No se puede. Muchachos, guys, Erling
Tell me.
and Christian.
Yes, yes.
Okay, are you watching the video?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, it is, or is it interesting or not?
Yes, it's very interesting.
Okay, well,
I-
let's see,
Now,
let's continue watching the video, okay?
okay, yes. Thank you. I'm taking notes.
Passive voice. Voice. Uh, that's been great. China made was right. Uh, the book was good. So was in print. Was print. Well, guys, I I think that you have a better understanding about the passive voice, no? The passive voice is could be built in all tenses, uh, in all tenses. For example, present perfect, past perfect, present continuous, past continuous, uh, the future, the future with will, the future with going to, and the future perfect. You know, uh, the basic voice is could be built in all the manners that you can imagine. Okay. Well,
Okay, teacher,
yes,
please give us the link of the video to watch again.
yes. Was being. No, anyway, I just wanted to see I just wanted you to know the perfectly part of the passive voice in a simple tense and in a present tense and in a simple past tense. Okay, but you can use the way as Pacho did in a video that we just watched, um, you can see that the passive voice you can build in the whole, probably almost the whole tenses in English, no? So I wanted to share with you another document I have in mind. I have my secret, for example, the passive with present and past tense verb, and the passive with past tense verb. Okay, I'm going to show you right now. For example, you can you know that you can use the passive voice with some terms. You know, as I was born. This is a passive voice. Fui nacido. I was told. Se me fue dicho. No. I was addressed. Se me fue conducido. Se me fue dirigido. No. I was laid off. Fui despedido, ¿no? We're
Yeah.
going to see that in this case. I'm going to share with you my screen, you know, with a little exercise. Ask for information about objects. What an interesting calculator. Where are they made? They're made in Japan, or they're made in Japan. This is a correct accentuation, you know. There's another. What an interesting picture. When was it taken? Okay. And the answer, what could be the answer of this? Where was it taken? What a beautiful picture. Where was it taken? Christian, can you answer the question?
What the first one, the calculator.
The second one. The second one. What a beautiful picture. Where was it taken?
Where was it taken?
Yes. Where was it taken? The answer would be.
Okay. This picture was taken in Senegal is the sentence, but
Okay.
the
This picture, it was taken in Senegal. Okay.
okay, this
Okay,
was taken
Christian.
in Senegal. Yes, yes.
And the last one for Herling. Herling, are you there?
No, Erling.
Erling had to leave, no? Well, okay, we are alone here. Christian, what a delicious tea. Where is it sold? Okay.
Okay, but I don't know what.
Where is it sold?
Where
Is it sold?
is it sold? Okay.
Yes. Okay, you should read that it comes from South America, but
Are sold by travel agents.
um,
Airline tickets are sold by travel agents.
no, but I'm asking you the question here above. You know what delicious tea?
Where is
Is it
it
sold?
sold? This
Yes.
is from where is
Where is it sold? Okay. But
the sold? Ah, no.
it is It is. Remember that if I ask you with is it, you should answer with it is sold or it's sold.
It's sold.
Yes. Here at most Latin American grocery store. No?
Yes.
It's sold here at most Latin American, or it's sold at most Latin American grocery stores. Okay,
Okay.
you don't have problem with that. Okay. No, no, I see that you are okay. Well, the close-up, the passive with present and past tense verb. This is a very important document. You know, the subject is factory workers, travel agents, my father, my sister, no? And this is the agent. And the verb is make, sell, wrote, and took, no?
Yes.
Well, in this case, no. Excuse me. In this case, the present form of the verb make, sell, no? And the past form wrote and took. In this case, make factory workers make most clothing. Travel agents sell airline tickets, no? And most clothing is made by factory workers, no? Airline
Okay.
tickets are sold by travel agents, no?
Yes.
And the third one in past, my father wrote this book, no?
This book was written by the father.
Ah, sí, Mima. Okay, ciao. This book was written by my father, no?
Yes.
And my sister took these pictures. These pictures were taken by my sister. Remember that we have more than one picture, and we have to add the form of be were taken by my sister. Okay.
Okay.
And for example, there's another exercise ways to say it, react to news. Uh, well, this is a dialogue, no? Did I tell you my wife was just promoted to manager? I'm glad to hear that. That's really good news. And did I tell you another news? My husband was laid off a couple of weeks ago. I'm sorry to hear that. That's really too bad. That's really too bad. Okay, laid off. And some news. For example, I can say, did I tell you my son was just accepted into Harvard? And I can say, I'm glad to hear that. That's really good news. No? And could you please tell me the following sentence? My daughter was fired yesterday. Yesterday.
My daughter was fired yesterday.
Yes, but
Today,
in a form
my
of
daughter.
the dialogue. You know,
Yes.
you can start with did I tell you, or did you know that?
Yesterday, my daughter was fired yesterday.
Yes, my daughter. Yes.
Yesterday, my daughter was fired.
No, no. Yes, you can say you want. No, my daughter was fired yesterday.
Okay.
Ah. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's really too bad. You know, this is some kind of exercise. You know. And the following one, my parents were evicted from their apartment last week. Evicted is desalojado, no? And how would you say that?
Evicted. My
How would
parents
you say that?
were
My parents
evicted
were
from
evicted
their apartment last week.
last week. Okay. You can say no, adding to the dialogue, to the form of dialogue. Did I tell you? My parents were evicted from their apartment last week. I'm sorry to hear that. That's really bad, you know. And the following one, I was just hired by Denby Laboratory. Okay, I was just hired by Denby Laboratory. How would you start the dialogue, Christian?
All the, but it's I can see because it's, ¿cómo se dice? Borroso. Lo veo borroso.
Blurry. Okay. I was just hired by Denby Laboratory. Are you watching this?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I read all the sentences. My wife was just promoted to manager.
Okay.
My husband was laid off a couple of weeks ago. My son was
Yes.
just accepted into the Harvard.
Okay.
My daughter was fired yesterday. My
Okay.
parents were okay.
Okay. Well, no, this is some news, no? And you can react to news, including into the dialogue, ways to say it, okay? Did I tell you my wife was just promoted to manager? I'm glad to hear that. That's really good news. Or you can say negative news, no? Did I tell you my husband was laid off a couple of weeks ago? I'm sorry to hear that. That's really bad, you know?
Okay.
And the another, my son, did I tell you? My son was just accepted into Harvard. I'm glad to hear that. That's really good news, no?
Glad to hear that.
Or
That,
did
that,
I tell you some negative news? My daughter was fired yesterday. I'm
ah,
sorry to hear that.
hear
That's
that.
really bad.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
And did I tell you my parents were evicted from their apartment last week?
Oh,
I'm
I'm
sorry
sorry
to hear
to
that.
hear that.
That's really bad.
That's really too
Okay?
bad.
And did I tell you I was just hired by Denby Laboratory? You can say, I'm glad to hear that. Congratulations. Or that's really good news. Okay?
Okay.
Well, this is the second part, the passive with past tense verb. Okay? This is only almost the same thing that we saw at the videos. We just saw at the videos. But I could, let me see. Tolstoy wrote War and Peace, no? And War and Peace was written by Tolstoy. Steven Spielberg directed Jaws and E.T. Jaws and E.T., in this case, two movies, were directed by Steven Spielberg. Okay?
Okay.
And let me see a word. Okay. Here you can see another past tense. Well, this is a reading exercise. A reading exercise. Are you watching the screen? No.
Yes, yes, yes.
Let me. Okay. Could you see the exercise? Christian, well, how do women succeed in life? I think I don't see the whole news. No. A reporter at Daily News wrote an article about Lisa Morgan's career. The article would be better if the passive is used. No? Rewrite the article changing the sentences in bracket to the passive and omitting the agent where it isn't necessary. Okay? And it would start like that. Mrs. Morgan was given the job because she is practical, responsible, and a very hard worker. No?
Okay.
And Mrs. Morgan told us that she studied accounting. I'm going to read the active way, and when I get to the sentence into the brackets, you could add your answer. Okay. Well, Mrs. Morgan told us that she studied accounting in college and got her first accounting job a month after she graduated. No? How would you answer the how would you change the three different companies interviewed? Mima, Mima, estoy grabando, Mima. Sí, estoy grabando, Mima. Estoy grabando. Well, Christian, how would you change the three different companies in a Her into a passive voice?
But what is the sentences? Because I can't listen
Three
well.
different. The sentence is the sentence that is in between the bracket. Three different companies into the paragraph. You know,
But
three
I
different companies in a Her.
where because in the yeah, where is when is necessary to name the agent of
This is the order of the exercise.
yes,
Huh?
the other exercise because I don't watch the correct exercise.
Mm. So you have to change the active way, no? The sentence into the brackets into a passive voice. For example, Mrs. Morgan told us that she studied accounting in college and got her first accounting job a month after she graduated.
Where
And instead
where,
of reading the
where do
active
you
way
read where do you read that? Because in
in
my
the paragraph, Lisa Morgan at 28, you know, don't you see that?
no, I can't.
You can't? Okay. Oh, we're having trouble. Okay, I'm gonna let me. Because yes. I forgot to share the. Excuse me,
Okay,
Christian. I forgot to.
don't worry.
Well, this is no. This is the. Are you seeing that? No. No. I
Yes.
thought that you were seeing. Okay. Well, this is the exercise. A reporter at the Daily News wrote an article about Lisa Morgan's career. The article will be better if the passive is used. Rewrite the article, changing the sentences in brackets to the passive and omitting the agent where it isn't necessary. Okay?
Okay.
So this is an example on how you could start the paragraph. Mrs. Morgan was given the job because she is practical, responsible, and a very hard worker. In this case, would be Lisa Morgan at 28 is, I'm going to read the active way, no? And you
Okay.
could continue the sentence into the bracket, okay?
Okay.
Lisa Morgan at 28 is manager of the accounting department at Rexco Computers. And to continue, you must go, or you should continue. Mrs. Morgan was given the job because she is practical, responsible, and very hard worker. No?
Yes.
And I could read. Mrs. Morgan told us that she studied accounting in college and got her first accounting job a month after she graduated. No? And
Three.
you must continue. Yes.
Continue to read. Three
Yes.
different companies interviewed her.
Okay, but you should say that or should change that sentence into
Sentence.
the passive voice.
Okay. Three different companies interviewed her. The
Okay.
She interviewed.
Okay.
She interviewed 3 different companies.
Yes, but you missed a word. You missed the to be form. Okay, the
To be
to
formed.
be form. Yes.
She interviewed 3 different companies. Yes, right or
No. No. You have you missed a word. No. Fue no. She was interviewed.
Yes. She was
Yes, she was
interviewed
interviewed by 3 different companies.
uh,
Okay.
3 different companies. She was
And
interviewed
she
3
was
different.
interviewed by 3 different companies.
Okay.
Yes. In this case, you can omit or you can you can't omit the 3 different companies, and you must follow Boswell Insurance Company offered her a job right away. And how would you say that in a passive way, in a passive voice form? 3 different, no. Boswell Insurance Company offered her the job right away.
Boswell
Insurance company
insurance company
offered her a job
offered her
right away.
right away. Boswell, what is insurance?
But you have to change the sentence into the passive voice, okay? Boswell is the actor, you know? It was the company that offered her a job right away. And how would you turn this sentence into the
But
passive voice?
a job was offered by
A
Boswell.
job,
A
a
job
job was
was
offered
offered by Boswell Insurance
by
Company.
Boswell Insurance Company. Okay, or you can say she was offered a job right away by Boswell Insurance Company. The way that you express is okay, okay, and the way that I express is okay,
Okay.
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 The job was offered right away by Boswell Insurance Company, or she was offered a job by Boswell Insurance Company right away. Okay?
Okay.
And the following sentence, they accepted her into their training program.
They accepted her.
They accepted her into their training program.
Into the train program. Into the train program.
To the training program.
Oh, she was accepted by them.
Yes. She was accepted into the training program, or she was accepted into a training program by them. Okay, that's right. And so she took the job, no? And they didn't pay her well. They didn't pay her well.
They didn't pay
They
her
didn't
well.
pay her well. And remember that this sentence with the auxiliary do in past, you know, in a past way, in a past way. They didn't pay her well. You must.
She wasn't
You
paid.
should say.
She
Huh?
wasn't paid. She wasn't paid.
She wasn't paid well. She wasn't paid she wasn't paid well by them. No, she wasn't paid well by them.
Wasn't
Okay.
paid well by them.
Yes, but she learned quite a bit. Then the company started to have problems. She decided to change jobs. When they fired her boss, and laid off 20 other people. And how would you turn this? They fired her boss and laid off 20 other people.
They fired her boss.
And laid off 20 other people. This is some kind of difficult, no? To do or to change. If you want to write to have a better idea, you can do.
They fired
can do it.
her boss. And
Yes.
of 20 other people.
Yes.
She was fired
Yes.
by the boss.
She decided to change jobs when take a look at with carefully. No, take a look or take a look. Take it a close up. Because not they fired or her boss. What? You could start this sentence with her boss and 20 other people. And remember that we're talking about more than one people. Her boss and 20 other people. How would you say?
20 and the
20
other people was fired by them.
No. Remember that you are referring to more than one person, and you can use was.
Her boss and her boss and 20 other people were fired by them.
Fired. Okay. Were fired by the company. Were fired. Okay. Because we know that the company started to have problems and you don't have to, or you can omit the action, no? The subject that does the action in this case. Well, following sentence, a month later, Rexco Computers hired Mrs. Morgan. How would you turn into the passive?
Es que se me está descargando el computador, entonces voy a conectarlo.
Okay. Go ahead. No problem about it. No, but you're doing so well until now. Okay, Christian. Okay. Perhaps maybe other students don't. Perhaps they probably have a lot of problem doing this exercise, and you have been doing so well, with
maybe with more practice is more.
Yes, with more practice,
okay. In the past, I learned that, but I don't remember so much.
No, anyway, Christian, I'm going to pass. I'm going to to attach these files to the Skype and going to give you so you can practice and have better idea of this.
This this lesson
Well,
mm,
was very interesting for you.
is okay. It's interesting, but for me,
Okay, it
this
was
lesson
relevant.
was
Yes.
practiced by me or practice the pass of the practice.
Yes. Okay. No problem, Christian. You can say this lesson was relevant, was essential, was good enough for me, you know. In
Okay.
that case, no, you can use those adjectives, not relevant, was essential, was useful, you know. Okay. Well, Christian, we're going to, well, a month later, Mrs. Morgan was hired by Resco Computer. She's been there 5 years now. And the next sentence, last month they promoted her to accounting manager.
Okay. A month later, Rexco Computer hired Mr. Morgan.
Yes,
Change.
yes, change into passive voice.
Morgan.
A month later, Mrs. Morgan. What else?
Mrs. Morgan was hired
By Resco
by
Computer.
Rexon Computer. Yes.
Okay, well, and she's been there 5 years now. And the following and the last one. Last month they promoted her to accounting manager.
The accounting. No. Okay. Last month they promoted.
Promoted her to accounting manager. You could start with last month. You could change her into what? No?
Last month they promoted her to accounting
They promoted
manager.
her. They promoted.
She
Okay. She
was
what?
yes, she was promoted to accounting manager by them last month.
No, but then no. You can say you can omit the company. Last month, you told me she was promoted to accounting manager last month. Okay,
Okay.
because Fresco Computer hired, and you don't have to repeat the same. You know, the same Fresco Computer because we or you just told recently. Okay.
Okay.
Do you get it?
Yes.
Well, and Mrs. Morgan feels women have to work very hard to succeed in business, and she is willing to work long hours. She thinks she's quite lucky, though, to have such an interesting job. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna. We've been here for more than an hour and a half. No. This is yeah, an exercise. Talk about needs. Are you seeing that exercise?
Yes, I need some to take care of my daughter. What kind of person are
Okay.
you looking for?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, but in this case, we're not going to do this exercise because we're going to ex- to pass our limited time. You know that is an hour and a half. Perhaps if we have some other person, you know, we could share. But I would like once that you have this exercise in your hand, if you could do this exercise by your own, okay?
Okay.
I not talk about needs. For example, some needs. I need someone to take care of my daughter. What kind of person are you looking for? There's a person who are looking for someone to take care of her daughter, no? And the another person ask her what kind of person she's looking for, no? And she adds some adjectives, some descriptive word with a person, someone who's good with children, someone who I can count on, someone who's willing to make dinner if I have to work late, and uh, above of that or beneath of that dialogue, you can see subject relative pronouns can be deleted after indefinite compounds. Okay, someone with children, someone willing to make dinner. Okay, you don't have to. You can delete it. You can delete if you want the relative pronouns. Okay, and this is some description. I need someone to take care of my children, of my daughter. In this case, I'm looking for someone who's willing to make dinner if I have to work late. Someone who's good with children. You don't have to, or someone good with children. Someone willing to make dinner. You don't have to mention the relative, the subject relative that is who is, no, or whose. And I need someone to take. I need someone who I can count on. Okay, or I need someone who I can trust, or I need someone who can type well. In this case, I need someone to rent my extra bedroom. It's according to the topic. Okay, Christine.
Okay.
Well, I need someone who I can count on. Could be good. I need someone who I can trust. In this case, that you need to rent your extra bedroom, and I need someone to help me out with in the office. Well, in the office, I need someone who can type well. In this case, you can delete the subject relative. I need someone who's experienced. I need someone experienced, no? And you can do this dialogue in this form. Well, and the exercise 6, ask a friend for information. This it doesn't have to do with a passive voice, but is some kind of way of talking added to this exercise. Do you know of anyone who babysits and I can cook and can cook? Yes, I have a friend whose son likes to babysit. I'm not sure if he can cook though. No, in this case, though is aunque, ¿no? No estoy seguro, aunque no estoy seguro de que pueda cocinar. ¿Está bien?
Okay.
And do you know of anyone who babysits and can cook? No, offhand, no sé. Entonces, do you know of anyone who gives piano lessons to children? Yes, I have a friend whose daughter teaches piano, ¿no? Tengo un amigo cuya hija enseña piano. ¿Ya? O sea, ese whose es cuya o cuyo. ¿Está bien?
Okay.
Okay, well, and this is, do you know of anyone who wants a secretarial job? I have a friend whose daughter I once interviewed. Okay? And do you know of anyone who can help me move on Saturday? Yes, I have a friend whose son has a bank. Okay? Tengo un amigo cuyo hijo tiene un banco. ¿Ya? Entonces, then, well, this is the whole exercise for today. Christian, I hope that the class As you mentioned before, the class it's been very helpful to you, and
Yes, of course.
I'm glad that you said that. Okay, and Christian, well,
Teacher,
um,
I would like
yes.
teacher, I would like to know if I have something made to do. I live in Aruba. I didn't not have internet, so I don't know if I
Okay.
have something else to do. No, I don't know.
Well, Christian, given the fact that you live in Aruba, well, for me, one class with you is enough, to give you the approval, because I could explain that you live in Aruba and it's been impossible to you to get in contact with me,
Okay,
and
thank you.
and in this case, you're going to pass the the exam. You express your, you have a good expression yourself. And in Aruba, what language do you speak at Aruba?
Papiamento. I learned papiamento a little bit,
Ah,
but
okay.
I speak English, Dutch, Spanish,
Dutch.
and papiamento, Dutch, because Aruba is
Dutch, holandés, ¿no? O Netherlands.
holandés, sí,
Okay, holandés. Okay.
holandés.
Well, no, Christian, it's been nice to be with you. Anyway, if